What's going on, guys? Tom Costanza here, back with another YouTube video, posting videos every single Sunday morning. Today, we are going to be using Joshua Weissman's cookbook to be making an exact replica of his lasagna. We have all of our ingredients. Let's get right into the video. Today, we are going to be using pre-made lasagna noodles. Don't roast me in the comments. This is what Josh uses, so don't roast me. In addition to that, we're going to be using 1 pound of ground beef. I have 80-20 ground beef here. And then the recipe also called for ground pork. I couldn't find any ground pork in the store, so we went with a mild Italian fresh sausage bulk. So I'm assuming it's just the pork sausage that you put into the sausage, just ground up. So it's kind of ground pork, just in the fine print, but we're gonna be using 3/4 pound of this. We need to bring this over to the stove, put it in our pan, and sear all sides and chop it all up. So let's head over to the stove. Okay, so we're gonna add a little bit of oil first. While I'm waiting for it to get hot, we're just gonna weigh it out until we get 1 pound. All right, we have our pound of chopped meat. We're gonna throw that in. Now we need to measure out 3/4 pound of ground pork. And here's our 12 ounces or 3/4 pound of pork. Now we just have to let this sear, cook until it's completely brown. Then we're gonna mash it up and we'll take it off. While we're waiting for the pork and the ground beef to cook behind me, we also need to chop up a whole yellow onion and 5 cloves of garlic. So we're gonna chop these up while we're waiting. Okay, so our ground beef and pork are completely done. We just need to transfer this into this bowl and just let it sit in there. Okay, now part 2, we're going to try and chop up this yellow onion without crying. So let's get into that. Okay, this should be the satisfying part. So this is what I was looking to do. We have our onion tower, right? We have our onion tower right here, but it's all chopped. So that's what I was going for. And it was successful. Okay, so we have our fully chopped yellow onion, and we have our chopped yellow garlic. Now we're gonna head back over to our stove. This is the pot where we cooked our pork and ground beef. We're just gonna add some more oil to that, and then we're gonna add our onions and garlic to this. Now we let it simmer and cook until translucent. Okay, and once we have our onions and garlic nice and crispy, we're gonna add in 6 ounces of tomato paste, so the whole can. So for the tomato paste, you just wanna mix it until it sticks to the bottom. And then after a few minutes there, we're gonna enter in an entire can of crushed tomatoes, whole can in. And then once you add your tomato sauce, you could then add back in your meat. Now you just want to reduce the heat and let simmer for about 5-7 minutes. Here's where you want to add your salt and pepper for taste. Okay, so after about 5 to 7 minutes, this is what our sauce looks like. Now we're going to be working on the pasta part of things, so we're going to boil our water. We have our oven preheated to 375 degrees. Okay, now that our water is boiling, we are going to put in, we have 9 sheets of lasagna pasta. Now our final step is to make our cheese filling. So we're going to use 8 ounces of mozzarella, 425 grams or 15 ounces of ricotta cheese, and 1/3 of a cup of Parmesan cheese. So this is our cheese mixture, and you also just want to add an egg to it. The egg's just used to help hold it together. All right, we have everything ready to rock and roll. We have our 9 pasta noodles here. We have our cheese. We have our tray. We have our sauce. Those are our 3 layers. Now it's time to assemble. Okay guys, so you watched me make a mess of the kitchen. We have the oven preheated to 375 degrees. We have our 3 main ingredients for the lasagna. Now it's time to assemble. Basically, we have 9 noodles, so each layer is going to be 3. We have sauce, 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, and then we have our cheese, also 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. It's going to be sauce, noodle, cheese, sauce, noodle, cheese into the oven. Let's assemble. Okay, our lasagna is fully layered. Now we need to cover it with tin foil, put it in the oven at 375 degrees for 25 minutes. So let's cover this thing up and put it in the oven. Here we go, into the oven for 25 minutes. See you in 25. Okay, so after about 25 minutes, we're just going to remove the foil. That's it. It's looking good. Now we just set another timer for about 25-30 minutes until our mozzarella on the top is fully browned. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have our lasagna here. So put it in the oven, 25 minutes, took off the tin foil, back in for 30 minutes, took it out, let it rest for 15 minutes, and here we are. So I'm very excited to cut into this. It's, golden, everything you could ask for, crispy around the sides, mozzarella's burnt on top. I'll show you a little close up here. But I'm very excited to dig in, get a little slice, and make a mess. Okay, now I gotta dig in and see how these layers look. Grab a little corner piece. Layers. All right, there's only one thing left to do, and that is to take a bite. If you haven't already, like the video, hit that subscribe button. I post videos every Sunday. I actually really like the sausage in it. There's so many flavors. Funny thing is, I just bought this tray yesterday. That way I can make this video for you guys. Outer edges are a little toasty, but doesn't hurt. Actually, the outer edges are fire. That's fire. Woo! All right, guys, that's all I have for you in this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully, this is exactly what you needed to start your year off right. Happy New Year. Happy 2023. Let's make this year a great year. I can't wait to post 51 more videos this year. Who knows? Might be a little bit more than 51. But we're posting videos every single Sunday. We're going to be making recipes. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys want me to make this year. We have a whole year to plan things out and make different recipes. Like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next Sunday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Peace.